If we dive into the definition of list view, we see that the docs for it tell us that this constructor of the list view is appropriate for list views with a small number of children. Since the user could create a huge number of bookmarks in our case, this list view constructor isn't suitable for our needs as well. If you have had some experience with Android development, you may remember the difference between a list view and a recycler view in the sense that a recycler view only creates the list items that are currently visible, while the list view creates even the ones that are not visible. That's the exact issue with the list view constructor. And similar to recycler view in Android, a more efficient list in Flutter can be created by using the ListView.builder constructor from the ListView class. As the doc suggests, the widgets inside this form of ListView are created on demand. This constructor is appropriate for list views with a large number of children because the builder is called only for those children that are actually visible. For this ListView.builder constructor, the item builder callback is responsible for creating the widgets inside the list view, and that's why that's a required parameter. So let's replace our ListView constructor with the ListView.builder constructor and use the import that gives us the required parameters by default. The item builder parameter is a callback, which is another way of saying that it is a function. We can see that this function returns a widget and needs two arguments, the build context and an integer, which denotes the index of the item in the list. So we provide the two arguments and return an instance of the bookmark list item widget with the corresponding bookmark from the bookmarks list on the basis of the current index. Now that our getBookmarkWidgetsList method is no longer used, we can delete it. On hot reloading, the number of list items that are rendered correctly is same as the size of the bookmarks list, but we see a rendering error in the space below that. This is because the item count parameter for the ListViewsBuilder constructor should be a non-null value, as this improves the ability of the list view to estimate the maximum area to be made available for scrolling, or in other terms, the scroll extent. This error comes from the assert statement in the definition of this constructor. Since we haven't provided an item count, it is considered null by default. So let's provide a non-null item count by using the length of the bookmarks list. Our code now looks a lot more concise and is a lot more performant than what it was before. We can now remove the warning on line 5 by declaring our bookmarks list as final, since this isn't being changed in this class. Since we are getting closer to a real-world app, we can remove the predefined items for the bookmark list too, so that the user starts with a blank list instead of two bookmarks displayed by default. Let's hot restart the app so that it makes use of this new empty list and add the Flutter and Google bookmarks to verify that everything works as expected.